Hello everyone, so a couple of days ago I was at home, relaxing, chilling like a villain. I was surfing the web and I came across a video on Facebook from BBC News featuring a group of young American conservatives who were complaining that a lot of other young people at their universities aren't exactly thrilled that they're conservative. And I watched this video and I had an immediate response to it, which was quite passionate, dare I say angry, and I made a video responding to them in that tone. But when I put the footage onto my computer, I watched it back and I realized I wasn't exactly justified in saying a lot of the things I did in the video. I talked a lot about people who voted for Trump. These people all identify as conservative, but only 2 of them actually identify themselves as Republicans. And nowhere in the video is Trump even mentioned. Now, I don't necessarily think it's unreasonable to assume that Americans who are conservative probably did vote for Trump if they were of age at the time of the election, but I can't know for sure. So I felt like a lot of the things I was saying in the video I just made, they weren't 100% justified. And I didn't feel like I could upload a video like that, because I am nothing if not fair. What I've decided to do instead is make a more measured response. I watched the video a couple more times, and I identified 4 main points made in the video, and I'm going to respond to those. Let's go.
There's this feeling of censorship almost on the college campus.
Okay, so censorship. This is the first one I want to respond to. I do not support censorship in most circumstances. Now, there are people who I think it would be inappropriate to host as speakers at a university. People with genuinely extreme views. People who align themselves with ideologies that directly promote violence. Those people can fucking do one. If they want to speak at a university, start your own fucking university. But for the most part, I don't support censorship. Now, I would like to point out that a lot of the time when conservatives say they're being censored, they're not actually being censored. But that's a different issue for a different video. Moving on.
I'm called a racist, a fascist, sexist on social media by people I don't even know.
Okay. You're saying that like it's something that not everybody experiences. Welcome to the internet. I have been making videos about politics and culture and society for years. I have received every insult, every expletive you can think of. For instance, I've even been called a kike. I'm not Jewish. Not even slightly. Not even a little bit. Doesn't stop anonymous assholes on the internet from calling me a kike. And that was just in response to me responding to an anti-Semitic comment on a YouTube video. If you actually are posting stuff in support of fascism, sexism, racism, homophobia, etc., yeah, that's gonna happen.
In the liberal point of view, if you're not in favor of their beliefs, you're either racist, homophobic, anti-poor, sexist, etc., etc.
If you don't support liberalism, you get called fascist, racist, anti-poor, etc. Okay, well, it really depends on what you mean by their beliefs. Liberalism, by definition, is a political philosophy that promotes equality and liberty. Conservatism, on the other hand, is by definition a political philosophy that promotes traditional ideas and thoughts and views. Some traditional ideas and thoughts and views are sexist, are racist, and homophobic, and anti-Semitic, and transphobic. Now again, all I can assume about this guy is that he is conservative. That could mean anything. I don't know exactly what he believes on a whole host of issues. And I'm sure there are liberals who hear the word conservative and react instantly with bile and vitriol. But if you are saying and doing things in support of traditional views and ideas that are racist, that are homophobic, that are anti-Semitic, transphobic, etc., yeah, people are gonna have a fucking problem with that. Boo-hoo. Last of all, I just want to carry on from that slightly. As I've said before multiple times already, I don't know exactly what these people believe. I know they're all conservative, and I know 2 of them openly identify as Republican, but everything past that would be an assumption on my part. But let's just assume for a moment. Let's assume that they are all Republicans, and let's assume that were they of age at the time of the election in 2016, they did vote for Donald Trump. That means that either directly or indirectly, they helped to elect to the highest position of political office in the United States of America someone who called Mexican immigrants rapists, who bragged about sexually assaulting women and hitting on married women, who openly mocked a journalist with physical disabilities, who questioned the ability of a judge to rule fairly based on his ethnicity, who for years shamelessly promoted the conspiracy theory that the first non-white president of the United States of America wasn't born in America, who incited violence at his campaign rallies. Oh, and he wants to fuck his daughter. If these people helped that guy become president, I'm not fucking surprised people aren't happy with you. That doesn't mean you're being persecuted. That means that people are not happy with the fact that you helped to elect a lying, misogynistic, racist, homophobic, transphobic, anti-Muslim, immoral reality TV host as president of the United States of America. Yes, you may experience a little backlash. Again, I do not support censorship, and as it happens, I have maintained friendships with people who are quote-unquote conservative. Members of my family are right-wing, but after a certain point, it's no longer agree to disagree. If your conservatism means that you are actively supporting bigotry and intolerance, it doesn't mean that you're being persecuted when people react negatively to that. It means people aren't happy with the fact that you're a dick, and they're not obligated to treat you like you're not a dick. For God's sake, I thought it was us liberals who were meant to be the special snowflakes who are #triggered. But because people aren't exactly happy with the fact that you align yourself with an inherently illiberal and damaging ideology, you're being persecuted? Cry me a fucking river. Bye.